We all know that communication within a team is the key to its success. However, there's always a looming threat of meetings that are too long and lead nowhere, or people's schedules not aligning enough, and then the team might stagnate. Communicating asynchronously can be a good way to combat that. So let's have a look at what exactly is asynchronous communication, how your team can benefit from it, and how you can implement it. In the simplest terms, asynchronous communication is all communication that happens outside a meeting or a call. It's when team members can share, receive, and react to information on their own time, whenever it suits them best. To a certain extent, we all already communicate asynchronously. We have been since they invented the internet. Whenever we ping a quick message to a colleague in a different time zone, while they're still sound asleep, frolicking in the land of dreams, or whenever we ask people to prepare for a brainstorming session for the team offsite. But being more intentional about it can go a very long way. Asynchronous communication can benefit all teams, and yet it can be especially helpful for teams that are spread across the world or teams with flexible working schedules. It fosters a more inclusive work environment, levels the playing field for all team members, whether they're working full-time or part-time with children at home, whether they have confidence to spare or none at all, whether they're based in HQ with the rest of the team, or they work from a cabin in the South Pole. If you share some information asynchronously, it helps offload the agenda during face-to-face meetings, so that the time spent actually talking to each other is used up to its full potential. Asynchronous communication brings more autonomy and freedom to the team, which is great if you're trying to foster a culture of freedom and responsibility. Also, some team members might actually prefer to have some time to think through their answers. People sometimes go completely blank when they're required to come up with ideas or make an important decision on the spot. I'm one of them. So, what are some of the easiest and most effective ways to incorporate asynchronous communication into our teams? Number 1, use your internal comms tools to your advantage. One rule that's good to have: if it's important, share it in writing. Whether you use Slack, WebEx, Microsoft Teams, or good old email. Make sure to use the right channel to communicate it so that it's not drowned out by other content. Whenever you make a decision during an actual meeting, write just a quick summary into your comms channels to make sure everyone knows everything that is essential. Number 2, run asynchronous feedback rounds. Actually giving people time to formulate their thoughts about a project will lead to a more thorough and detailed feedback, and everybody wins. Yes, getting people to actually respond can be tricky. That's why it's essential to get the team's buy-in on this form of giving feedback, and to foster a culture of having each other's backs within the team. Number 3, collect the team's questions ahead of time. If you have a larger quarterly meeting or a strategic planning session, collect the team's questions ahead of time. At Slido, we do it before every single all-hands meeting. A colleague simply shares the Slido Q&A link to our internal comms channel a few days in advance. It allows everyone to think through what they'd like to ask, and it allows you and other leaders to prepare your answers. Even if that one person in the South Pole can't make it to the meeting, they can rest assured that their question will be addressed, and they can simply watch the recording. Number 4, make team decisions asynchronously. When there are important decisions to be made, face-to-face meetings are obviously the best place to open a team discussion and come to a conclusion. However, sometimes people might need time to digest the information and sleep on it a little bit. In that case, you can set up a Slido poll the day after the big discussion, share the link to it with everyone, and have people vote. Even when the decision does not require a lengthy discussion. For example, if you need to decide whether the merch will be green with white stripes or white with green stripes, popping a quick poll in the shared channel can be the fastest way to gather opinions. Number 5, record a video to share an update. Instead of organizing another meeting to share an update, record a video and share it with the team. I'm talking about updates that don't really require people's input or a lengthy discussion, but the way you say things, your body language and tone of voice might still matter. If you're not very comfortable on camera, just pretend you're on a call with your team. And don't dare break rule number 1, never rewatch the footage you just recorded. All in all, implementing these asynchronous elements into your team communication can save you hours of time otherwise spent on unproductive meetings. Of course, I'm not suggesting that in-person communication should be completely replaced. After all, we are relational beings who need that contact with our colleagues, remote or in person. Asynchronous communication can simply bring more efficiency and inclusivity into your team. Are there any facets of asynchronous communication that I forgot to mention, or any practices that have worked for you and your team? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this video inspiring, give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more from us, subscribe. I will see you next time.